Welcome back to Joe Stoller Boxing. Hope you had a good Christmas. The New Year's on the way. Fingers crossed for all of you. It's going to be a good one. I've been putting off doing this video for quite some time because I thought I want to make this statement, but I can't really back it up with anything concrete, with anything that you might call even semi-factual. But I actually have doubts whether the fight between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk will go ahead. And I know I'm not the only one that said this, a few have, but whenever I've mentioned it to others, to most others I should say, people whose opinions I respect, they say, no, I think it'll happen. I don't think Fury can pull out and, his name will be mud. And so, look, I don't have any great insight into this, but I do get the feeling that it could happen. I could be completely wrong, in which case you're going to come back at me with this video and say, you were wrong. And you know what? I'd be delighted to be proven wrong because I want to see Fury in there with Usyk, 100%. But I just worry that when you consider how bad Fury looked against Ngannou, I don't just mean in the ring, I mean his conditioning, his mental state, he obviously took the guy completely lightly. He may have done a 12-week camp, in which case I have to ask what the hell was he doing. But just his physical condition will take a lot longer than has been proposed. It's going to be in, what is it now? Is it February the 17th? It's in February, isn't it, the fight, or the proposed fight is in February. It didn't seem to me that was a long enough time to have a fat camp to get you physically fit and a proper camp, a fighting camp to get you fighting fit. I'm talking about tactics, to sharpen your tools, which Fury just hasn't been doing since for a couple of years, 18 months maybe. He had his evil way with Dillian White. That was a very easy fight. Chisora was a complete mismatch that shouldn't have happened. Ngannou we know about. To get yourself fighting fit and your tools sharpened, you've got to stay busy against good men, even if they're people who will lose every round but will make you work for those rounds. Do you know what I mean? That's the one thing Ngannou did do, even though I thought Fury clearly won that fight. There's no doubt he looked awful doing it, and Ngannou, completely inexperienced in a boxing ring, obviously a debutant, and the best ever performance by a debutant, I think. I can't think of a better one. It just seems to me that if you're going to take on Usyk, who definitely has been staying sharp, and in light of Daniel Dubois' shellacking of Jarrell Miller, I think that victory actually raises in stock for Usyk. You just can't take a guy like that on unless you're absolutely at your zenith, your optimum weight, unless you've got everything mentally, psychologically prepared, you've got your tactics right. Now, there seems to be discord in the Fury camp, which John Fury has alluded to. Where does Sugar Hill stand? Does Fury have too many yes men around him? That's probably the case. I think it's always been the case. You can be very vocal in support of someone publicly, but behind the scenes, you've got to sit them down and say, look, this isn't working, or you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to get sharp in this way. Home truths should be like, family matters conducted behind doors. In this day and age, they're conducted on Twitter or X or whatever it's called. They're conducted on Facebook. I can't believe what he's done now. PM me, hun. Do me a favour. Keep all your personal baggage separate. Okay, I understand. Sometimes you can put a message out saying, I've suffered a bereavement, blah, 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 and, thank you for all your support. But do most of it behind closed doors. Whether it's boxing, whether it's family matters, whether, it doesn't matter what it is, work matters, And I'm not saying people shouldn't have opinions and put them out there. I like informed, opinionated people. I think that's how, I love debate. I like discourse, proper discourse. I think it's great. But when John Fury sort of said, well, I don't know what's going on in camp, it's disintegrating, I wouldn't dismiss those comments. I don't think this is just a case of John Fury saying, saying these things in order for him to become a trainer of the trainer of his son, or to become, I don't know, whatever, to take the sort of similar role that he has with Tommy Fury. I think he was being sincere. He actually did say during one of the interviews, "I don't want to be Tyson's trainer. I don't want to be his manager. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing." And I think you have to take that on board. You have to respect that. It's not going to be. I don't think he's whistling Dixie here. I think there's some substance to it. Now, of course, Tyson Fury himself is his own man. He'll do things his own way, and because of his, whether it's his mental health or he's got. I mean, my opinion with Tyson Fury is that it's not really mental health. It's more of a behavioural disorder, if you like. And I'm not going to go any further with that. That would be a guess. Sometimes the two things can overlap, your mental health and, I don't doubt there's something psychologically, shall we say, quirky about him. So I wouldn't put it past him suddenly saying, you know what, I think I'll retire, or I don't want to do this. And they come up with, say, an injury or something like that. Again, I'm not saying it will happen, and I'm saying that I want to be wrong because I want to see this fight. But I just think that with all that's gone on in the last few months with Fury and the distractions he's had outside of boxing, and the fact that he hasn't had a competitive fight since the third Wilder fight. I mean, he kind of dominated that, but at least he was meant to work, and he was flawed twice, but most of the rounds he won against Wilder in that third fight. I just feel that he's intelligent enough. He's got enough nous and enough boxing IQ and knowledge to know that this is a very, very serious proposition against Usyk. Now, it could also go the other way. He could also think, okay, sod everyone else, sod all the hangers on, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't care about the other people, what they say, what they feel is right. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to train as I want to train. I've got it in my head what I want to do. Because some people can do it. I mean, Muhammad Ali could do it. He had God knows how many hangers on. There was a famous incident where I think he was over here to fight, or was he in Ireland to fight Al Blue Lewis? I can't remember the exact fight. But he was so pissed off with all the hangers on, taking liberties, that he got them all in a room and bollocked a lot of them. And said, I'm sick to death of, picking up your massive phone bills. You're phoning back to America and I'm picking up the phone, but I'm sick to death of you doing nothing and lounging around and living off my name. And he really got stuck into them. Fury is the type of guy who would do that, who would say, I'm sick to death of this. I'm going to put my foot down. So this can go both ways. And he may feel, okay, I'll take Usyk on in February. But as a hunch, and it's only a hunch, it would not surprise me if there was an injury and the fight got put back to, say, April or May to give Fury more time to get prepared and maybe a little bit to increase the, Usyk's lack of activity perhaps. It would not surprise me if that occurred. Not surprise me at all. So I don't know. You leave your comments below. You tell me if I'm the one whistling Dixie, talking a lot of nonsense. You tell me. Leave your comments below and I'll have a read. Thanks as always for your time. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave your comments below. Like I say, I can't answer all of them, but I do read them. I assure you I do read them. Honestly, I do. And yeah, hit the like button as well while you're at it, because they count them apparently. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Much love to all of you. Take care and bye for now.